It's the Brunswick Dolphins and Chattanooga State Tigers. The 14th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic continues here on day 3 as the Dolphins at 9-2, Chat State Tigers at 9-3. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for Jay Price and Chat State. It's number 1, Tyree Smith. Number 3, Dennis Lewis. Number 21, Nick Jones-Hill. Number 32, Odell Bradley, the 4th. And number 35 is Janarius Snipe. And now the starters for the Dolphins. It's number 2, Cam Oates. Number 3, Armani Henderson. Number 12, Amari Latham. Number 15, Derek Green. And number 23 is Landon King. Dolphins and Tigers. Brunswick has never gone 3-0 at the Holiday Classic. So an opportunity for Brunswick to make a little history here on Walter Shaw Court. And for Chat State, looking to make it 2 in a row against the Dolphins as they won here at the Holiday Classic against Brunswick a season ago. Yesterday, Brunswick defeating 23rd ranked Harcum 79-74. They beat Camp on Friday. Chattanooga State won against Cape Fear Friday 77-71, then lost to Caldwell 99-81 yesterday. So Tigers trying to get out of here with 2 wins and 3 tries. Dolphins trying to sweep the weekend. Brunswick comes up empty on its opening possession. Bradley swings it out. Catch and shoot 3 is no good by Smith and out of bounds, an air ball. Brunswick, Armani Henderson had 27 points yesterday. He's averaging 12.2 per game as Green lays it up and in for the first bucket here today. Green did not play on Friday. He had 8 points yesterday, all of that in the first half against Harcum. Dolphins built a double-digit lead against Harcum. The Bears were down big in that game, came back towards the end, but Dolphins able to survive. Flip shot by Bradley, who answers. So Bradley had 6 points Friday, 2 points yesterday. He's already got 2 here today. Cam Oates, Landon King in the corner. Uses the baseline, hangs, can't score. Rebound Snipe. Chattanooga State out of Region 7, Tennessee Community College Athletic Association. From a really beautiful, underrated city, Chattanooga, as the foul's called on Green. Inbound goes to Bradley. First foul of the game on Brunswick. Lewis into the corner. The 3 is off the back iron. Ball deflected out. So the shot was missed by Jones-Hill, who had 31 points on Friday, held to just 6 yesterday. Henderson into the front court, 40 points on the weekend for Henderson. As he puts the moves on, the hop, step, and the bucket. So 4-2, Brunswick taking its first lead. The runner on the baseline by Smith is no good, and he's fouled again. And Green quickly picks up his second foul. That's going to bring Zion Gardner into the game for Walter Shaw. So 2 quick fouls in 2 minutes. Smith at the line, gets the first free throw to go. Came into the weekend 70% at the line. 22 total points in the first 2 games for Smith. 9 on Friday, 13 yesterday. In the loss against Caldwell, getting the start today. And rimming in the second. Cam Oates, Latham in the front court. Henderson backs it out, all tied at 4 apiece. Henderson attacks, goes glass, makes it look easy. Henderson's second bucket. 6-4 Dolphins. Good ball movement here by the Tigers, and the big guy down low, Snipe, is fouled. Snipe has been pretty consistent offensively today or this weekend for Jay Price's team. 21 points on Friday, 21 points yesterday, and then 12 on Friday. Snipe 73% at the line. The fouls on the scoreboard are not correct. It should be 3-zip. 3 fouls for Brunswick, none yet for Chat State, and that's what they're discussing over at the scoring table while they clean up the wet spot out on the court and while Snipe waits to shoot his free throws. Tigers are off until January 8th. They'll be home against Motlow State. And meanwhile, Brunswick will take a break until after Christmas. On the 28th and 29th, they head to Central Carolina for the Central Carolina Classic. Take on the host school on the 28th, Central Carolina. On the 29th, they'll face Fayetteville Tech. I'm not sure what the holdup is here, but they're going to send both teams to the locker room, and I think there's just an issue with the scoreboard maybe not working. So they're going to not send everybody to the locker room, send everybody to the bench, and we're going to go away as well. So that long delay with the scoreboard issue is Kaputski, as Snipe had to wait forever to take these free throws. So 3 team fouls for Brunswick, none yet for Chat State. Snipe off on the first one. Janarius 73% at the line this season. By the way, I'm staying at the same hotel as Chattanooga State, and we had ourselves a nice little wake-up call this morning from the fire alarms going off and then stopping and then falling back asleep and then going off again. So Chattanooga State got an early wake-up call in Leland, North Carolina today. Just keep that in mind. 6-5. It's Brunswick by 1, 3 minutes into the game. Jones Hill in the corner. Latham picks his pocket. Nice defense there by Latham. He pushes it into the forecourt. Lost the handle himself. Steal by the Tigers. Here's Lewis. Lewis, extra pass out to Jones Hill. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Tipped rebound to Landon King. Oates throws it ahead. Nice grab by Henderson. Another runner, no good. Ball batted by Gardner. Henderson stays with it. Henderson will back it out. Nobody picked up the ball, and Henderson buries it. Where was the defense there from the Tigers? 8-5 Brunswick. Brunswick leads the all-time series 3-2, by the way. Tigers won 98-80 a season ago. Dolphins prior to that had won 3 straight in the series. Pull up by Lewis, got it to go. 1 point game. Just one tie, no lead changes yet here in the first 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Henderson with 6 of the 8. Cam Oates gets a screen, fires a 3. It's short, rebound by Smith. Thought about throwing it ahead for Lewis. Instead, here's Bradley. Pull up, no. Chasing down the rebound, Lewis. Off 1 foot, can't score, and the ball deflected to Henderson. Henderson to the cutter, Latham, yes, and the foul. Latham 6 points on Friday, 6 points on Saturday, and he'll go to the line for an and 1. When we come back, 15-15 left to go. We're just underway, and it's 10-7 Dolphins. Welcome back, everybody. 10-7, the lead for Brunswick, and a free throw to come here for Latham, who looks to complete the old school three-point play. Latham and the Dolphins really playing well defensively down the stretch against Harcum yesterday. So the first free throw goes in. Yeah, it's an and 1. So Latham is going to go out of the game now as Ty Barbie comes in. Barbie had a great game on Friday. Dolphins beat Camp 104-67. Barbie was 16 in that game. Yesterday, not as much run. He got 3 points. Here's Lewis. Now Bradley. Hung it short. Henderson pushing. 3-on-2. Henderson to the corner for Landon King, and he buries it. First bucket for Landon. 11 points Friday, 8 points Saturday for Landon King. He's got 3 now. The little bunny, Jones Hill can't get it to go. Gardner the board. Henderson surveys as he brings it into the forecourt. Hand off to King. King putting the moves on. Almost got tied up, was able to get it to Gardner. Zion with the turnaround. 14-7 Brunswick. Correction, 16-7 Brunswick. Here's Smith out deep with it. Long is in the game for Chat State. So Nicholas Long out there for Snipe. Gardner the block, but foul, and that's going to send Smith to the line for 2 free throws. 4 team fouls on Brunswick. And just 1 on Chattanooga State. For the Tigers, Smith, as I mentioned earlier, 70% at the line on the season. Is up to 3 points. Gerald Mises comes into the game for Jones Hill. And Smith up to 4 points. So Smith has 4 of the 9. Henderson with 6 of the 16 for Brunswick. Cam Oates into the forecourt. Landon King on the wing. He directs traffic now. They try on the post up. Ty Barbie's got the mismatch and the reach by Lewis. Not a bad foul there by Lewis when you're undersized in that scenario. Just the second on Chattanooga State. Henderson to Oates. Here's Landon King, a catch and shoot 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's controlled by Chat State. And silly, some of these fouls are just silly for Brunswick. And that's a silly one. Gardner might have lost his foot and couldn't help it, but nevertheless, he's going to come out of the game, and Mike Hayes Jr. will check in. Hey, I had a chance to finally meet Mike Hayes Sr., former UConn player. Man, he's got a handshake that'll, you need to put some ice on your hand after shaking hands with Senior. Oh, it was nice meeting him. He said he played with Karan Butler, a bunch of guys at UConn in those early 2000s teams. Man, back when the Big East was something. Oh, I hate what they've done to college sports at the D1 level. Bring back the Big East, please. I know. Nice little circus shot there by Bradley. 16-11, Brunswick by 5. And I know, like, Syracuse and UConn play, and Georgetown and Syracuse play still, but it's not the same. Those conference tournaments, I mean, come on. Hayes Jr. buries a triple right off the bench for Mike Hayes. And I know the Big East still exists, but nah, I'm talking about the Big East, Big East. Not Seton Hall. Not Providence. Down low, it's Long. Yes. Here's Henderson into the front court. Barbie back to Hayes. He'll try a deeper 3. Got hit. Count it. And an and 1 4-point opportunity. Back-to-back triples for Hayes. He's got 6. Chance to make it 7 now. That's exactly what Senior told me yesterday when I met Mike Hayes Sr. Is like, man, he's a shooter. We're seeing it right now. Mike Hayes Jr., 36% from 3 on the season. He's hit his first 2 off the bench, and he can put Brunswick up double figures. And he does with a 4-point opportunity. So Hayes had 8 points combined in the first 2 games. He's already got 7 here in this first half. It's Lewis on the far side, Long in the corner. Ty Barbie on him, Long backing down, got double teamed and traveled with the basketball. Keziah Halsey-Batts off the bench, combining to make that defensive play. And we go to a timeout. Good start for Brunswick in a game that hasn't had a ton of flow. It's 23-13 Dolphins. Glad to be back with you out of the timeout. Good start for Brunswick, 23-13. Dolphins leading Chat State. Brunswick on offense. Mike Hayes Jr., 7 quick points off the bench. Ty Barbie. Henderson still in the game. Keziah Halsey-Batts. Cam Oates, that's the 5 for Brunswick. Here's a catch and shoot by Barbie off the back iron. Shot clock was winding down. Halsey-Batts almost had the rebound. Couple of changes for Chat State as Gerald Mises goes to the hoop and scores. So Mises and Lewis out there in the backcourt. Bradley, Long, and it's Herman out of the timeout. Here's Cam Oates for 3, can't get it to go. Keziah Halsey-Batts has it swatted. So Caden Herman, the sub off the bench for Jay Price's team. Spinning Lewis attacks, can't score. Rebound by Barbie. Keziah on the wing. Now Henderson will set it up. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Henderson to the cutter. Oh. Nice play, nice cut by Ty Barbie. That's moving without the basketball right there. And Barbie scores his first bucket to put Brunswick back up by 10. Lewis now. Bradley on the far side. And Bradley got fouled. Landon King going to come in, and Henderson departs with 6 points. Long out as Janarius Snipe checks back in for Jay Price. Bradley first free throw is good. Man, guys like Jay Price, head coach of Chat State, they make me so jealous. What a career he's had. He got to play overseas in multiple different areas. Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, he played in the Dominican, and he played back in the old days. All the old head basketball guys like me know the United States Basketball League, one of the premier minor leagues back in especially the 80s. Turnover by the Dolphins, throw ahead, and Snipe had it blocked. Keziah Halsey-Batts, what a play defensively. He'll get the basketball. Yeah, go shoot that thing. Instead makes the unselfish play. Hayes Jr. still hot. He's got 10 on 3 triples and a free throw. Brunswick now by 11. But the USBL, Manute Bowl and Muggsy Bogues played on the same team in that league back in the 80s before they both made it to the NBA. Ooh, an ankle breaker, but the bucket doesn't go down. And then it's knocked out of bounds off of Chat State. Sub for the Tigers, Lewis out. Jaden Jenkins checking into the game for the Tigers. Chauncey Williams, number 24, also out there, so a little bit of length on the court right now for Coach Price. Cam Oates swings it out. The hot hand, Mike Hayes. He's got 13. 4 triples for Mike Hayes, and the bench loves it. 31-17 Dolphins. Wow. 9:01 left to go. Timeout, Chattanooga State. Back to live action. We're inside 9 minutes to go. Chat State finding themselves down 14. Chris Sheeman back here with you. And that's going to be a steal. Keziah Halsey bats, and he gives it right back to Mises. In the corner, the 3 is no good for Herman. Offensive rebound. Gerald Mises is going to go to the free throw line as he got popped. Good start to the game for Brunswick. But a lot of fouls, 8 already. Gerald Mises on the season came in 82% from the line. And the first one is short. So 1 out of 2 at the line. How about Mike Hayes Jr. off the bench? 13. Turnaround by Barbie, can't score. Tipped out to Landon King. Cam Oates attacks, hangs in his first bucket of the game. Gerald Mises loses it. It's a steal, 3-on-1. Cam Oates playing with him. Throws it up for Barbie, who hangs and scores. Lead grows to 17 for Brunswick. Whew, this team starting to look like that COVID year team. I'm telling you. Gerald Mises to the hoop, missed it short. Put back, yes, it bounces in for Snipe. First field goal for him, he's got 3. Cam Oates, yes, for 3. 38-20 Brunswick. Putting it on Chat State right now. That ball deflected. Mike Hayes Jr. with some athleticism. We got a timeout, 7:21 left to go in this opening half. It's all Brunswick right now. 7:21 left to go until halftime, and Brunswick in control. 38-20. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Thanks for hanging out with us this weekend here in Walter Shaw Court, the 14th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic. Wrapping up one more game after this. Ladies taking on Catawba Valley. Gerald Mises, Bradley back in the game. And Gerald attacks going back to the line. Herman, Jenkins, and Snipe, that's the 5 right now for Chat State. Walter Shaw getting ready to make some subs. So we'll set the 5 for Brunswick here in a moment. So Gerald's got 3 points. And the front end is no good. Wait, it's a 2-shot foul, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a 10th foul on Brunswick, so either way, it's a 2-shot foul. Keziah Halsey-Batts will depart. Elias Bowser comes in. So Bowser, Barbie, Hayes Jr., Oates, and Landon King, 5 out there. Well, Gerald Mises, normally a really good free throw shooter, misses them both. And they say that was last touched by Chat State. Cam Oates let it go. Sometimes you got, if you can get that ball, just make sure. So an extra possession now for the Tigers. Herman out on the wing. Gerald got doubled up, back to Herman. Jenkins, extra pass, Snipe, puts it up and in. Second field goal for him, he's got 5. 2 field goals and a free throw. Oates. Oh, what a dime. Barbie, though, stripped but fouled. Cam Oates is dancing out there. Ty Barbie. 59% free throw shooter on the season. So Barbie with 5 here in the first half. Oates will get a break. And Henderson comes back in. Henderson with 6 points here in this first half. Helps set the offense, set the tone for the offense in the early going. As Brunswick builds its biggest lead back to 18. Herman on the near side. Here is Snipe. Gerald Mises back to Herman. Mises, Jenkins in the corner. Now gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Gerald attacks and scores. So he's been aggressive today. He's got 5 first half points. Bowser into the front court for Brunswick. Bowser gets a screen. He'll fire a 3. In and out. He sees the rebound, calling his name quite a bit. Herman now. Snipe. Back to Herman. And that's tipped by the nation's steal leader. He's down to 6.2 steals per game, but that still tops among all of college basketball. Barbie for 3, yes. Ty Barbie's got 9. And Brunswick takes its biggest lead to 19. Snipe gets doubled up. Cutter, and it's stripped. Back-to-back steals by Henderson. Here he goes again. And that's going to be an entry pass deflected by Bradley. Lewis will come back, or correction, that's Smith coming back into the game. Herman will sit down. Bowser to Landon King, catch and shoot 3. Landon's got another one, his second triple here today. And the lead grows out to 22 for Brunswick. Be interesting to see after that win against Harcum. Remember, they had those 2 losses in Georgia. If Brunswick starts to get votes again in the top 25 poll. Henderson going to win the possession. Apparently, it was deflected. So Armani Henderson has just played tremendous defensive basketball since coming back in for Cam Oates. Barbie goes out with his 11 points. Khalil Cook, first appearance for him today. Mike Hayes over on the far side. Bowser top of the key. Bowser from the half circle, no good. And Yerald Nisi's on the ball again. After pulling down that rebound, he has it top of the key. Barber is in over on the left side. It's Jarrett Barber, excuse me. Henderson attacks. Henderson throws it up. More defense to offense for Henderson. He's now got 8 in the game. Brunswick is doubling up. Chat State 48-24. 48 on the board. We still have 4:10 to go in the half. And that'll be a foul on Cook. So free throws coming for the Dolphins. A correction, the Tigers. Whew, it's game 9 of 10 and it feels like it. Chat State's been in the double bonus. And the first one is short for Bradley. Bradley's got 6 here in the first half. Chance to make it 7 now. And he gets the second. Henderson for Brunswick. Bowser. Open look, Khalil Cook for 3. Got another one. It's raining triples on Walter Shaw Court as Cook scores his first basket. Man, what a performance this has been for Brunswick offensively. Defensively, too, courtesy of the nation's steal leader, Henderson. Snipe got 2 guys in the air. It's going to be a foul on Bowser and more free throws to come. Janarius Snipe, 73% free throw shooter on the season. Blake Bartney is coming into the game. Landon King will go out. So Bartney, Cook, Mike Hayes, Bowser, Henderson. Smith is back in. Smith and Barber, Macy's, Lewis, and Snipe for Chat State. Henderson gets it in the corner. Blake Bartney in the front court. Bartney flies in, and he's fouled. So Blake will go to the line with 3:22 to go. 15 foul on Chattanooga State. And we're going to have a timeout before that. Free throws to come for Brunswick as they look to pad their lead even more. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. More free throws coming here for Brunswick. Blake Bartney at the line. Rims in the first one. 12 points on Friday for Blake, just 4 yesterday. Bartney 75% at the line on the season. Chris Shima back here with you. 14th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic winding down, with the home teams playing, well, for Brunswick, third game in 3 days. Brunswick women have been off for a week, but they'll be on the court about 25 minutes after this game is over. Lewis on the far side. And down low, we got a foul on Bartney that's going to lead to more free throws. Boy, the Dolphins have committed a ton of fouls. It hasn't really bit them at all. They're up by 28, but they've got to figure that part of their game out. So Snipe with 5 points. Tiger Aldrich is giving some instructions on just that topic to Blake Bartney. Snipe with 6. Khalil Cook throws it ahead to Bowser. Driving baseline, blocked. Bowser tried to stay with it. Now it's thrown to Bartney. Bartney will score. Here's Lewis. Poked away by Henderson, and then we have another whistle on Brunswick. So more free throws to come here for Chat State. This first half is working on a full hour to complete. He had issues with the scoreboard, and a whole lot of fouls. Lewis gets the first one to go. Henderson out after picking up his second foul. Cam Oates checks back in. Henderson 8 points, Oates with 5 here in the half. So Lewis gets them both. Cook into the front court. Bowser back to Cam Oates. Oh, Hayes, they leave him alone again, and he rims in another one. Mike Hayes Jr. with 5 3-pointers here in this first half. The lead is 30 for Brunswick. They have 58 points on the board, and they get a steal here. It's Bowser out to Oates. Cook, Bowser, scoop, can't score, stays with it. Putback is good. 60-28 Brunswick. This is unbelievable offense. Boy, Jay Price, I don't want to be in that Chattanooga State locker room at halftime. They have been sloppy with the basketball. And it's been defense to offense, the name of the game. EC's been a bright spot with his now 8 points. Bartney now directing traffic for Brunswick. Minute 22 to go in the half. Oates top of the key. He'll fire. And almost got it to rim in. Sniped the rebound. He's into the forecourt. Cook on him. Looking for some help, goes to Smith. Smith gets around his man, down low to Snipe. Snipe lays it up, no. Snipe stays with it, had it deflected away. So did Barber, and it'll stay with Chat State with 49 seconds to go in the half and 16 on the shot clock. Long is going to come in for Jay Price as Snipe goes out with his 6 first half points. So Long went long there for that pass. Now he drives. He's looking for a whistle, and it's blocked, they say, by Hayes. I think they were saying that Long touched that last, and they might have a case on that, but instead it'll be 10 for Chat State. 7 on the shot clock now. It's at 3, 2, 1. Just get it off, and Long scores. Shot clock and game clock are maybe a couple tenths off, so Brunswick can hold here. 60 on the board here in this half for Brunswick. Cam Oates, Elias Bowser. He'll fire a three. Cam Oates had the rebound, then it's poked out of bounds. So Dolphins will have 7 on the shot. Well, the shot clock went off. And Walter Shaw begging for a timeout. They finally hear him. So we'll step aside here briefly. Come back and wrap up the first half in just a moment. Yeah, Dolphins fans, as you can see, we're winding down the home portion of the schedule. Dolphins going to be at the Central Carolina Classic December 28th and 29th. Then they start January with 3 straight on the road. That next home game you saw on your screen there, January 22nd. Cook to inbound it, 7.5. Hayes pulls up inside the arc, can't do it. Tip up by Cook, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. What a performance by Brunswick. 60-33, they put up 60 points in 20 minutes against Chattanooga State. We'll take a break, come back, bring you the first half highlights, second half action here in just a little bit at the 14th Annual Brunswick Holiday Classic. Deflected to Henderson. Henderson to the cutter. Latham, yes, and the foul. Hung it short. Henderson pushing. 3-on-2. Henderson to the corner for Landon King, and he buries it. Barbie back to Hayes. He'll try a deeper three. Got hit. Count it. And an and one 4-point opportunity. Henderson to the cutter. Oh, nice play. Nice cut by Ty Barbie. That's moving without the basketball. 80s. Turnover by the Dolphins. Throw ahead, and Snipe had it blocked. Keziah Halsey bats. What a play defensively. Loses it. It's a steal. 3-on-1. Cam Oates playing with him. Throws it up for Barbie, who hangs and scores. Jarrett Barber, excuse me. Henderson attacks. Henderson throws it up. More defense to offense for Henderson. Open look, Khalil Cook for three. Got another one. It's raining triples on Walter Shaw court. Cook, Bowser, scoop, can't score, stays with it. Putback is good. Welcome back, everybody. The 14th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic. Winded down, game number 9 to 10, and it's all Brunswick here in this one. As you saw from the highlights, they lead 60-33. That was just about half of what I could have chosen. I went through a whole lot of clips at halftime to compile that video. Out of the timeout, Chat State, Lewis fell down, tried to throw it up and draw a whistle, couldn't do it. So here comes Brunswick back in transition. 3 off the mark for Landon King. The answer, again, is no good for Lewis. For Chat State, Macy's with 8, 7 for Bradley, 6 for Snipe. As the bucket goes for Oates. For Brunswick, we will set the scoring here in just a moment. Correction, that was not Oates. It was Green with that dunk. Landon King has his pass deflected as both teams are just playing as fast as humanly possible to start things off here in this second half. Up and down we go. And that's a layup by Bradley, who's got 9. So for Brunswick, Mike Hayes Jr., 5 3-pointers and a free throw for 16 first half points. 9 for Barbie, 8 for Henderson. 6 for King, 5 for Oates. And then 4 for Bartney, 4 for Green, 3 for Cook, 2 for Gardner, 2 for Bowser. And I think I got everybody there. It's a whole lot of offense for Brunswick right now. And Henderson is going to go to the line with a chance to get into double figures. Henderson makes it 9 on the afternoon. Henderson came in with 27 points in the win against Harcum yesterday. He and Dorian Nick Jones going toe-to-toe. And that one. Henderson now in double figures. Second player for Brunswick in double figures. Second player in the game as well. Smith backs it out deep. Smith turns it on. The runner in the lane can't rim it in. Rebound controlled by Henderson. And Henderson will back it out. Looking down low, nice defense there by Snipe. Throw ahead by Bradley. Goes to Jones Hill. He's stripped and a late whistle, but a foul called on Cam Oates. Chattanooga State was looking to make it 2 in a row against Brunswick after beating them by 18 a season ago. Not looking good, though, as Brunswick has been firmly in control of this one. No lead changes in the game, just one tie. That was early on. And, you know, one of the things that I noticed putting that highlight package together is Jones Hill gets the first free throw to go. We talk a lot about Henderson and his stealing. How many dimes did that kid have in that first half? I mean, he might, I'm not 100% because all I can keep track of with the 17 other things I'm doing here is points, but he might have a shot at a triple-double I don't think he's going to get enough run, though, in this second half for it. As Cam Oates buries the 3, he's got 8 in the game. Brunswick by 28. Pull up in the lane. No good by Jones Hill. Jones Hill had 31 on Friday, just 6 yesterday, and right now just 2 here in this one. Cam Oates out deep. He'll fire a contested 3 and bury it. Oates in double figures with 11. We got a foul on the floor, second team foul on Brunswick here. Just about 3 minutes into this second half. Game 10 on the weekend is coming at you. Right after this one's done, we'll have the Brunswick women taking on Catawba Valley. Lewis in the backcourt. Lewis bounced pass to the cutter. Nice cut there by Bradley, and a rare mistake defensively here today for Brunswick as they let Bradley get behind him. Cam Oates gets a screen. He'll pop a triple. Left it short. Rebound by Long. Now Latham almost had the steal on the pass, but instead it goes out of bounds back to Chat State. It's okay. Amari really wanted that one. Here's Lewis attacking. Banks it. Lewis up to 6 points for the Tigers. Chattanooga State coming in at 9-3. 9 wins already for Brunswick as well. They're 9-2. 6-0 here at home. And likely going to be 7-0 when this is done. That pass is a little bit too high. It was deflected, though. Green recovered. Tiptoed to save it. Out to Henderson for 3. Yes. Henderson with 13. The lead back to 30 for Brunswick. Pull up 3 by Lewis. Answers back. Lewis with 9. His highest scoring game of the weekend. He had 8 on Friday, 7 on Saturday. So Henderson now with 13 points. Landon King looking like he might want to take one-on-one lessons here, and he does, and he scores. Lewis fouled on a reach by Henderson. We're going to go to a timeout. 15:30 left to go in the game, and it's all Brunswick leading by 29 points. .30 to go in the game, 75-46 Brunswick. And Tigers basketball. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Thanks for being with us all weekend long. We appreciate you. Put back is good by Long. So the big guys, Long and Snipe, with 6 points each, down low for Chat State. Tigers off until January 8th. They'll be home against Motlow State after this weekend. Brunswick Central Carolina Classic, 28th and 29th. Pull-up is short by Green. Henderson, Latham ran out of real estate. The throw ahead, and Jones Hill had to save it. Then it's deflected. Long was able to deflect off Green. So here's Lewis going to work, firing a contested shot, no good. And that's going to be off Long, out of bounds. Oates is going to be fouled in the backcourt by Lewis. Second team foul on Chat State. Dolphins up to 17.7 assists per ball game. 15.5 steals. Came into the weekend 5th in the NJCAA in steals per game as a team. Of course, Henderson a big reason why. 17th as well, forcing 18.7 turnovers per game. As you can see, that trend continues here today. Landon King buries another triple. He's in double figures with 11. Matching his high here at the Classic from Friday where he had 11. A late whistle, we got a foul on Latham. 4th team foul on Brunswick. This will also likely be the first time ever that Brunswick has gone 3-0 in its own Classic. The face-up jumper, no good by Long. Latham the board. Latham down low to the big guy, the reverse bucket and foul for Green. So Green goes to the line for an and one. Derek Green, 58% free throw shooter this season. And Green can't complete the three-point play. It's out of bounds off Brunswick. Bradley attacking. Bradley with an and one. Brunswick is again racking up the fouls like crazy. 5th team foul. Green is slow to get up as he took the worst of the contact but got whistled for the foul. Mike Hayes Jr. going to come in for him. Boy, hopefully Green's okay. Well, he's sprinting off the court, so hopefully just something small. No, he went to the ground behind the bench. He is not okay. Three-point opportunity, no good. So Mike Hayes is in, 16 points in that first half on 5 three-pointers. And Pops is in the building, by the way. Latham out deep. Latham going to work. The face-up, no good. And the rebound is out of bounds, and it's off Cam Oates. Yerald Mises will come in. A good first half for Yerald, 8 points. Smith departs with 4 here today. So we're 7 minutes into this second half. Lewis cut off. Here's Yerald nearest us. And puts it up and in. So he's the second player in double figures for Chat State. Bradley leads them with 13. Now Mises with 10. Latham traveled with the basketball, and Brunswick will turn it over. So Dolphins coming back strong after that tough trip to Georgia, where they lost East Georgia and South Georgia State. Dribble and shot, went halfway down, came back out for Jones Hill. Cam Oates flies into the lane. He can't score. Tip up Latham, no good, and Long collects for Chat State. Cross-court pass. Jones Hill got it to Lewis, and then Lewis shuffled his feet. Jones Hill will sit down. And Caleb Clark in for the first time, wearing number 20 in white. Latham, no. Latham is fouled. And he will go to the line when we come back. 11:54 left to go in this one. It's all Brunswick here today. Welcome back, everybody. 11:54 left to go here in this one. 5 fouls for Brunswick, 4 for Chat State. And Latham going to the free throw line. Latham 3 points all in the first half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Wherever you're watching from, thanks for being with us this weekend. Fortunately for teams like Chattanooga State, Harcum, the ones who came the longest, travel looks good today. At least getting out of the beach. I think there is some weather to the north of us, but I don't think it's going to impact the Tigers on their way home. Latham now with 5 in the game. Lead back to 30 for Brunswick. Well, that turnaround, awkward shot almost went down for Bradley, and how about the rebound there for Cam Oates? Oates being hounded in the backcourt. Henderson back in the game, brings it into the front court. Henderson, Oates, Landon King, Hayes, and Latham, the 5 right now for Brunswick. Latham will attack, and he's fouled. Couldn't get the bucket. But 2 more free throws, and now both teams with 5 team fouls. This might go down as the longest 30-point blowout in college basketball history with the amount of fouls that have been called here in this one. So Latham back at the line. Left the first one short. Latham, 10.2 points per ball game, has upped his scoring as the season has gone on. Relatively quiet this weekend, 6-6. And right now he's looking to get to 6 here today. Missed them both, though. Rebound controlled by Bradley. For Brunswick, Khalil Cook is back in the game. Here's Clark swinging it out to Bradley. Bradley, team high 13 points. Too strong off the glass on the reverse. 3-on-2, Oates. And that pass is batted out of bounds. Nice recovery there by Yerald Mises. Latham goes out of the game as Ty Barbie comes in. Barbie good first half with 9 points. Cook trying to get it in, and I don't think that was touched, was it? Yeah, I didn't think so. So it'll be Tigers basketball. Games like this, it's hard for the players. Might be a little bit hard for the broadcaster here in Game 9 in 3 days to just kind of keep that focus. Saw it there a little bit on that inbound. Entry pass deflected. There's a nice defensive play. Hayes, now Cook into the forecourt, and he extended that arm. Going to be called for the offensive foul. Sixteen fouls on Brunswick. Chat State going to get into the bonus with a lot of time left on the clock here in this second half. Mises hands it off. Jenkins in the game. Back to Yerald. Jaden Jenkins back out there. Scoreless first half. Mises with a dozen now as he gets it in the lane. Dolphins going quickly. Cook on the far side. Cam Oates cut off. Landon King trying to go one-on-one. Shot clock winding down. It's at 7. Cook with 5, with 3. King's got a hoist, and that's an air ball. Well, the Tigers have not exactly brought the defense here today, but that was a good possession defensively for Chat State. Yerald Mises goes behind the back, spins, shoots, and scores. Gets the friendly roll here on Walter Shaw Court. 9:30 to go in the game. Dolphins by 26. It's actually as close as Chat State's been in the second half. Good ball movement, finding King in the corner. Barbie the offensive rebound. Khalil Cook back to Landon. He'll fire another 3, not that time. And then Yerald Mises just kind of couldn't land the right way and threw it out of bounds. King goes out. Oates also departs. Blake Bartney checks in. Elias Bowser, Khalil Cook, Hayes, and Barbie. Barbie the turnaround. It's an air ball. Rebound controlled by Clark, but he stepped out of bounds. So Dolphins going to get another crack at it here on this side of the floor. Keziah Halsey-Batts is going to come in. Bowser will go out. So Bowser was only in for a few seconds. Caught the ire of Coach Shaw and goes to the bench. Bartney in the corner. Here's Barbie. Keziah Halsey-Batts around the defense, can't score, but he's fouled. They say not in the act of shooting on that? That was crazy. He should definitely be shooting free throws. Instead, Khalil Cook for 3, no. Bats the offensive rebound, blocked from behind, and he's fouled. And now he will be shooting free throws. That's the 7th team foul on Chat State. Both teams will be in the 1-and-1 down the stretch here. Good to see Keziah Halsey Bats back there on the court, happy and healthy. Made his first appearances last weekend in Georgia. Going to be a key piece, especially defensively, for Walter Shaw's team as they try to make another run in Region 10. They start January with that really difficult trip. 3 straight Region 10 games to start off the new year. So 1 out of 2 at the line. For Chattanooga State, Jenkins goes coast to coast. Bartney, Keziah Halsey Bats. Khalil Cook back to Keziah. Spins, shoots, can't score. Rebound by Jenkins. Lewis back to Yerald Mises. Oh, look out. Mike Hayes Jr. and Jenkins collide, and that's 17 fouls now on Brunswick with 8:15 left to go. Quietly, Chattanooga State, chance to shave 10 points off this lead as the first free throw goes down. Brunswick still firmly in control, but it was 32 points. Herman coming into the game for Lewis. So both free throws go down as Jenkins up to 4 points. Now it's a steal. Jenkins off the glass. 4 quick ones for Jenkins. Herman with that steal. And the lead is 20. And if it gets any sloppier, Walter Shaw is going to make some changes. You can bet on that. Down low, Barbie. Barbie had trouble with it, able to gather. Keziah Halsey Bats with 10 on the shot clock. Blake Bartney with 7 to shoot. Bartney gets a screen, pull up, contested from the elbow, can't score. And Bartney was out of bounds. Timeout on the court will step aside, 82-62. Brunswick still in control. All right, 7:39 left to go. 12 points have been shaved off the lead, but Brunswick in control by 20. No changes out of the timeout for Brunswick. So Keziah Halsey Bats, Barbie, Bartney, Cook, and Mike Hayes Jr. Herman into the front court. Herman lost the handle, somehow recovered. Extra pass by Jones Hill, who's back out there, and attacking Jenkins can't score, but the putback is good. 8 in the game for Jenkins. Lead is 18. It's been as high as 32. Bartney into the forecourt. Dolphins need a basket. They had 60 at the half. Hayes loses the handle. Throw ahead goes to Yerrold Mises, and Walter Shaw's had enough. Yerrold's got 16, lead is 16, and the starters are coming back into the game for Brunswick. Blake Bartney to Barbie, top of the key. Mike Hayes on the wing. Khalil Cook cut off, and a bad pass. Oh yeah. It's time for Brunswick to make a change, and they do. So it's Henderson, it's Oates, it's Green, Latham, and King. That is the worst feeling, by the way, and I say this as a perpetual bench player in my playing days. To be able to get out there and get on the court and get extended run and blow it to the point where the coach has to bring a starter in. You don't want that. Yerrold Mises is cooking now. Once again, he's up to 18. This is a 14-point game. This is not over. 6:11 to go. All the momentum with Chat State. Henderson attacks, can't score. Tigers get another stop. Into the forecourt. Clark, that saved to Jenkins. Jenkins airballed the three. Nice job, though, by Herman on the save. Henderson now. Throws it ahead. Cam Oates. Now Henderson will back it back out. Cam Oates loses the handle, but a foul and a late whistle. Tigers, Jenkins can't believe it. So Cam Oates with 11 points will shoot a 1-and-1 on the 8th team foul on Chattanooga State. Second foul on Jenkins. Cam Oates on the year, 63% free throw shooter. Good on the front end. He's got a dozen today. Oates misses the second. We got some kind of a violation there. And I think it's going to be a lane violation at Chattanooga State there. As Snipe and Green got tangled up before the shot. So Oates benefits, gets another crack at it. What are we doing now? Is there another lane violation? So Snipe instigating a little bit against Green, and Green selling it. Those two are definitely talking a lot right now. So Cam Oates gets 3 cracks at it, but in the book it'll be 2 for 2 for Cam Oates at the free throw line. He's got 13, lead to 16 for Brunswick. Yerrold Mises stripped. Guess who? It's Henderson. Throws it ahead to Latham. Latham, defender went for the steal, got the bucket. Might have gotten fouled as well. 7 for Latham. Extra pass, unselfish basketball as it's sniped to Jenkins, who's got 10. Inside 5 to go. Presses on here, a little trap for the Tigers. Henderson swings it out. Landon King, corner 3, no good. Latham can't clean it up. Latham stays with it and got fouled. Latham with 7 today will go to the line on team foul number 9 on Chat State. So it's 2-shot fouls the rest of the way for Brunswick. Latham came in 63% from the free throw line as they clean up the wet spot. Latham misses the first. Chattanooga State, Friday, they beat Cape Fear by 6, 77-71. Lost to Caldwell by 18 yesterday, down double figures here to Brunswick. But they have kept playing. Latham the block, but foul. And we will have more free throws. I would venture to guess that we're going to be at least 50 free throws in this game. Jenkins, who just got into double figures, misses that first one. I did a basketball game where there were 98 free throws in the game, and I almost quit right there. Jenkins gets 1 out of 2. It's a 15-point advantage for Brunswick. Henderson to Cam Oates. Latham cutting. And Amari is fouled from behind. 10 team fouls on Chattanooga State. Have we gone 30 seconds without a whistle? Is that possible in this game? So Latham, another crack at it from the free throw line. Still stuck on 7 points and gets the rim on that one. So Latham with 9. Buried both of them that time. Gerald Mises has been hot here in this one. Looking down low. Snipe lost the handle, fell down. Players diving for it. We're going to get a jump ball, and Brunswick will have the basketball. Making sure the big guy Green is okay. He has taken some hard fouls here today, and he's hit the deck hard a couple of times. Timeout on the court. We'll come back and wrap this one up here in just a bit. All right, 3:51 left to go here in the game. 88-71, Brunswick on its way to win number 10 as they wrap or get close to wrapping up the first semester. This will be the last game before the holiday break, and then after Christmas, Brunswick heads to Central Carolina to end the new year. Or should I say the old year. Look out. Another steal, another turnover. Dolphins have just kind of tuned out of this game. And some changes now for Jay Price. Bradley back in the game. Smith returns. Number 5 is Brenton Moore out there for the first time today. Long stays in, and Jenkins. Nope, Jenkins goes out. No, who's in and out? All right, Jenkins does go out. Lewis is in for him. Smith as well. Now the officials are having a conversation, and oh man, this one is just dragging. I think it's a clock issue. Yeah, they wanted to set the shot clock at 30. So, Landon King to inbound. Now to Henderson in the front court. Latham will hand it back to him. Latham going to be fouled by Smith from behind. Dolphins have been in the double bonus for quite a while. Latham chance to get into double figures now. He's got 9. It was the second foul on Smith. Missed them both. That ball trickles out, though. Dolphins going to have an extra possession here. Henderson loses the handle on it, gets it back after Smith briefly stole it away. And then Henderson travels. So this pressure from Chattanooga State is frustrating Brunswick. Bucket no good on the scoop try by Bradley. Here comes Oates. Henderson lays it up and in. Fast breaking opportunity for Brunswick. Henderson now with 15, 90-71. 3 is good for Smith. He's up to 7. Here's Cam Oates into the forecourt. The big guy Green down low puts it up and in. 8 for Green today. Smith will fire again. Short on that one. Latham the rebound. Home run pass. Oates to King. And King is blocked. It's to King. And King to Green for 2. Now a steal by Henderson, and he buries another 3. 97-74 Brunswick. Back up 23 with 2:08 left to go. Cam Oates coast to coast, and he'll score. Cam with 15. Jay Price not liking this unit. He's going to run a line change here in just a moment. So we're inside 2 minutes to go in the game. Dolphins going to win their 10th on the season. What a start to this semester. This has been a really hard stretch of games for Brunswick as Bradley scores. And we'll get a timeout for some subs. So Jenkins back in. Yerald Mises returns. Herman. Number 20 is Clark. And I'm missing somebody. I always am. I think it's Snipe also in. Henderson to Oates. King. Looking for the cutter, and it's a steal by Snipe. Throw ahead is tipped out of bounds off Henderson and out of bounds. So 27 on the shot clock, minute 20 to go in the game. Don't forget, our final here at the Holiday Classic is coming up. It's the Dolphins ladies taking on Catawba Valley, and we'll have that for you 25 minutes, I think, after this one. Bucket is good for Clark. It's his first here today. Landon King in the corner, Cam Oates. Oates, Latham lays it up and in. So Latham does get into double figures now with 11. We're inside a minute to go here in this one, and you can see the scoreboard's a little goofy. It's been a little bit off here today as a foul is called on Brunswick. Another 2-hour basketball game, man. These Dolphins, they don't play the short ones. They play the marathons. So Macy's just hit one free throw, and the scoreboard put 2 points up. It's just been, the scoreboard has not cooperated. So that's not right. It should not be 81, but it really doesn't matter. Latham to King. Green throws it down with an and one. So it's 103 to 80. And the free throw no good for Green, who's in double figures with 12. Come on, man. Oh, I'm going to take a walk. Green is killing me all weekend. I'm charging him overtime. So Jenkins at the line for 2. Both teams in the double bonus. And the free throw is short. All right, let's run down the totals. 20 for Macy's today. Jenkins, Bradley with 15. Jenkins with 11. That's the leaders for Chattanooga State. For Brunswick, a lot of players in double figures here. Hayes Jr. with 16. 18 for Henderson. 15 for Oates. 11 for Latham. 12 for Green. 11 for King. 103-81. And another slam dunk for Green. 105-81. Catch and shoot three is no good. Ball poked away. Green recovers. And the Dolphins will run it out. Just a point shy of their season high, but the Dolphins put up triple digits for the second time at the Holiday Classic, and for the first time ever, they go 3-0 at the Brunswick Holiday Classic, winning today 105-81 over Chattanooga State. Tigers fall to 9-4, Dolphins 10-2. And folks, we'll take a break. We'll come back in about 25 minutes. Around 5:30 is when the ladies game will start, our finale here at the 14th Annual Brunswick Holiday Classic.